M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So if you look here, let's turn that down. On the A band in VFO mode, so we're not using a code plug, we've got my HubNet node, which is analog, and on the B band, we've got talk group 91, which is picking up my hotspot, but again, it's in VFO mode. So how do we put these into VFO mode? So, KYDERA 880, also GD-88 by Radioddity. Lovely radio, dual band, dual digital receive, GPS, APRS. Oh, just never ending. I love this radio. So anyway, I'm going to show you the settings. So to get into VFO mode, what you do is the first thing you've got to learn is the control. So when you push this flat line here, you go control A and B. So A says control and B. So when you're in control, you can change the frequency, and all the settings when you go into menu are for that band. And so we've got the A band in analog, and on the B band, to get into VFO mode, we've said about the control, the PTT, we can move that up and down as well. But the most important thing is the control. And it actually says VFO here and VFO here. We've got a GPS lookup here, which is quite nice. Time, battery, it says FM there and DN here. Right, so let's do the top one first. So we'll call it the A band. We'll hold down this flat line. We're not going to make changes because I've already set all the parameters, but just so you know, to make a change, you press select, go up and down, and then select again. Okay, so the top, because this is HubNet node analog, is analog. Then we don't need to set the step. Then we've got the frequency, which is simplex, so on the receive and transmit, we've got that. See if I can get a bit closer for you. Okay, and then we've got the power high. I suppose we could use low because it is in the house, the node. Wide or narrow, it's up to you, 12.5 or 25. CTCSS underneath on the TX is 77. And we turned it off on receive so we can hear it. So RX is off, but you could set that to set 77 or other ones. And then you just save to VFO. So we've got that's the A band set up now. Now we'll go to the B band. So we go like this, move the control down, and now this is a DN one that's connecting to my simplex hotspot. So now we'll just hold down the flat line again. And we'll back in, but look, this time it knows we're in digital. And we go down, that's the frequency of my jumbo hotspot on receive. And if it's a dual hat, you'd have two different frequencies. If it's a repeater, you'd have two different frequencies again. We've got low power if it's in the house, but I would put it on high if it was a repeater. RS, for some reason, on simplex hotspot, you're better to set it in the code plug to on, but on the radio to off. So watch this. Select, and then we go, look, slot 1, slot 2, and off. And for some reason, off works with a simplex hotspot. I don't know why. If it's a dual hat or a repeater, then you do set the slot. And look at the repeater website for details. So color code for my hotspot is just receive color code 1 and TX color code 1. Normally a repeater would be 3. I don't change that one. It's always impolite that I put in. And yes, you do need to select a RX group, because if you don't, for some reason, you can't hear it. So that's fine. And then encode, we don't need that, it's digital. But then contact wise, yeah, we've got TG91 worldwide. I will show you how to set that, because you do need to be able to select one, because if you select it, you can select other contacts. Contacts are basically talk group numbers, and you do need to have that. You can use 9 for manual dial, but anyway, worldwide is 91. Then you save to VFO. Now I'll just quickly show you how to do contact. So we'll go menu. Then we'll go, look, straight away menu takes you to contacts at the top here. If you want to add a contact, go up one, and actually no, select contact with that button there. Then you see the blue one with the plus, go up. You can go plus, you're adding a contact, so you can select the top line, which is red. You can type in a number now, and click OK, and then you've got to name it, so click select, and then you can start using the numeric keyboard to name it. And then group call for a talk group. You've got private call and group call, so it's already selected on, you can see it's already, well, it should be selected group call anyway. Let's just make sure. Yeah, group call, and then we'll save it. Okay, all right, now, so that's all set up. volume wise, look, we can turn the volume up and down here when we're on the control is at the bottom. Control, remember, goes up and down. And we'll go up on the A band and then we'll just go down and up. There is a bit of a delay on this. It takes a bit of getting used to the volume. But look, both set to volumes on DN. So now we're just going to turn back on my HubNet node and my Jumbo hotspot. Right, okay, so there's me Jumbo hotspot, and you can hear on the B band, you can hear talk group 91. For some reason the CSV file, you know, info isn't coming through, but anyway, you can see that you can hear talk group 91. Now let's just go to the A band, which is my HubNet node. Now I use node remote for this, but it will receive them both at the same time. Let's just see if there's any activity here on my node. So that's what I really like about this radio, is that it will dual receive, not just digital analog, and you've got GPS signal there as well, but it will receive digital and digital, and it will, even if you've got a dual hotspot, you'll get slot 1 and slot 2 on the A band, and then you can have a completely separate hotspot on the B band. It could be your open spot, and then you could do C4FM, DMR and D-Star. That's what I love about this radio, is that it literally does all that and it's under £200. Let's have a quick look at the GPS just out of interest. We'll just go menu, we'll go to appendix. We've got an FM radio there as well. We'll click GPS and we'll just go down to info before it switches back. Go on, blind. GPS switch to turn on and off. GPS info, oh, missed it. Let's try one more time. So we'll go menu. When someone talks, you get that menu. Go to appendix, which is number 5. DPS. Quickly go down before it's too late. DPS info. You got map. It's a bit of a weird one. And then you got location. There you go. Isn't that good? So now let's go back and have a listen to my node. Let's just quickly key and make sure we're accessing it. So we've got to get the PTT from down to the A band, and we just quick key. To honestly, that looks like the wrong frequency, so I must have typed something when I was pushing the buttons. Let me just quickly check, get the correct frequency on 434550 a minute. Yeah, it's working fine now. So if I just key here, M0FXB for an audio check, and you can see it's gone into TX there, where my node remote app is picking it up. Now you can just put in an IP address for this G7RPG node and you get a different dashboard.
Andreas, I can hear your audio, but you do have a buzz with you. I'm quite sure it was a bit of a quick audio.
There you are, a bit of a buzz, that's because of my mobile phone.
Details, over.
So 73, thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe, these radios are fantastic. KYDERA 880 or GD-88 Radioddity.